This one next. Diablo Immortal. Metacritic score is the worst ever. Wyatt responds, I guess, on Twitter. All bad. Dude, honestly, Wyatt should not try and defend this game. Everyone knows what this is. You can't defend it. Everyone's seen you in the what's it called, in that conference, not conference hall, but it was like 8 people or whatever, and they were like and you could see how they were monetizing and stuff like that. Like that was what the discussion was about, like a whiteboard room. Oh god. Well, just don't even try to defend it. Like the thing is, I haven't even seen anyone defending it who is benefiting from it. Like the whales that are like spending money are not even defending this game. Right? The ones like, oh, it's fine. You know those people who like you say like Lost Ark is pay to win, and then they're like, oh, it's not that bad. It's like it's a free game. So it's like whatever. The whales will do the whale thing, but you get to play this amazing game for free. Man, do I have a problem with that take? But hey, you know what? I mean, is it true? Yes, but like, it's pretty dog shit take. Yeah, I actually need to make a whole Diablo Immortal video. It's gonna be like 2 minutes of me saying why this game is actually really bad, regardless of the pay to win. The game, in my opinion, is extremely fucking bad. Yeah, RPG. Hey, that's not how the keyboard works.
Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video, we're headed to the work.
How is it 75, bro? Who bought the fucking rating? Like, how much did they pay for this rating? Generally favorable reviews based on 11 critic reviews. Meanwhile, 0.5 user score.
World of Diablo Immortal once again. Poor Blizzard.
I mean, I can probably understand why this is happening. Like the Metacritic score, like the score is high while the user score is low. The problem is these reviewers are no longer independent, so they probably can't spend a whole lot of time reviewing games. So they just go in, play like the first 30 minutes to an hour, which like doesn't get you anywhere really. Just like, oh, the questing was good, the gameplay is good, you know, it feels responsive, it feels smooth, and yeah, so good game, right? The story is somewhat decent, right? Good game, and like it's like they're not taking into consideration anything. It's like I feel like whoever, because I don't know if they're like the guys who are like critic reviewers, if they're hired by this company or they're like sellswords, right? Like for hire, and then it's like they tell them, it's like, okay, I need a review on this as soon as possible, right? It's like, when can you do it? It's like, bro, I'll play it right now, I'll give you a review, no problem, give me 20 minutes. What I think should happen, if it's these guys are actually employing these people, they should assign, okay, you, like let's say they have only the 11 people, right? It's like, okay, you two, you're playing this game, I want a good review, full review of how this game is like from beginning to end. You two play that game, you two play that game, and you play this game, blah blah blah, and then it's like you guys do the reviews. But like, I want a full game, I don't want 20-minute review.
The bad news train just keeps on coming.
Oh yeah.
And again, I apologize. I know I sound very nasally. Still fighting this summer cold, but I am feeling better. So
summer allergies.
Everybody that has reached out. We are going to jump right into this. Right now, on Metacritic, Diablo Immortal has a user rating of 0.5.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it lower than 1.2.
Isn't out of 1, isn't out of 5, it is out of 10. 2,800 reviews, it has a 0.5. Now, of course, the critical review is green at a 75. But user, this might be the worst I've ever seen on a game. and this is the iOS version of Diablo Immortal. It is the only Metacritic review right now that has a user score. I really wanted to see the PC version in its beta, but it doesn't have a user score right now. And when you look at the reviews, you
Wait, this is about the beta? Jesus Christ.
believe it. F you, Blizzard, for destroying this franchise. I am not your biggest fan of Diablo, but I like to play some of it from time to time. And at first, I liked the idea of playing anywhere, but after trying it, I just got bored. Not even to mention how pay to win this is. Pay to win garbage. Everything. Pay to win, predatory microtransactions. Okay? That's where we're going to start. Metacritic. Possibly the lowest score ever, or at least the lowest score I have ever seen. Now, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, maybe you've seen people talk about it. This exchange between Zizarin and Wyatt.
Oh.
Check this out, okay? Well, this is the exchange.
So
First,
some
we
of
have to read
Okay,
this.
so it's not about the beta.
Wyatt Cheng, this is 4 months ago. Okay, just follow me down the rabbit hole for a little bit. This is posted on Twitter. This is 4 months ago. I normally lurk here at our Diablo. Sorry, this was not posted on Twitter. This is on the forum, and then later it was posted to Twitter.
Yeah.
I like reading all the feedback and taking in the hot
Bro, this
topics
take by
of the
Wyatt
day.
Cheng is so
I think a
bad.
reality
It's
check-
like, it's true, but it's also a lie. Like yeah, you can't rank up gear using money. You can't buy gear using money.
Is warranted here. And no, this is the game developer, the head game developer for
I get you want to defend your product, but man, bro, like fucking, just don't even bother, man. Like, it's so bad.
Diablo Immortal, okay? Almost all the facts presented in this
Okay, he'll get to it, I'll talk about, but like,
post are fabricated. In Diablo Immortal, there is no way to acquire or rank up gear using money. There's no 50-50 system or rank upgrade. The links cited as proof don't leak to proof of the assertions at all. You can choose from a variety of skin tones, including black. It's really weird that's put in there during character
Yeah.
creation. I encourage
it sounds like it's not even Wyatt Cheng who wrote this, to be honest.
everyone to form their own opinions on Diablo Immortal. It's a game myself and the team have poured years of bloody sweat into making.
That's the point I want to talk about. Bro, if this is the end result of pouring years of blood and sweat, man, I'm sorry. You should not be, like, you should not be the face of any franchise. Like, this is a really bad game overall. Like, overall, I'm not even talking about the pay to win. The overall of the game is actually pretty bad.
If you're curious about the microtransactions in the game, factual information is available elsewhere, or you can check out the game, which is free when the game comes out, okay? But obviously on
Okay,
here,
so this is like before the game comes out.
there is no way to acquire or rank up gear using money.
This is true. Well, depends what you call as a rank up and what you call gear.
There is no 50
I know that there's a different post where he says gear he means by helm, chest, legs, boots, gloves, weapon. You know, I get that.
50 system or rank upgrade, okay? So that's what we get. Now here we go. This is Zizarin, who sometimes I agree with, sometimes I don't. What happened in 4
Yeah.
months? Or
Are the gems not considered gear? As is, I've been pretty, yeah.
Okay, because obviously we now know, since the game is out, extremely predatory monetization system, $100,000 to potentially max a character. Literally, the game is definition pay to win. Okay, so Zizarin posts this and links what
Yep.
I just read. Believe it or not, the game director Wyatt Cheng responds. Here we go. Hey Ziz.
Not being able to buy gear or XP remains important to the team. Yes, because you don't wanna buy the gear, you wanna gamble for it.
I have been pretty upfront in many interviews, though apparently not in this post. The gear was the 12 item slots. In many interviews, I have also clearly state that money can advance gems and legendary gems. I'm sorry that wasn't clear here. Not being able to buy gear, the 12 slots, or XP remains important to the team. For what it's worth, I appreciate you checking out the game. I look forward to your PoE content and guides, which I've always enjoyed. Here we go. Reply. I think a lot of people were expecting or became hopeful was that you couldn't buy power after seeing that statement, which is exactly right. People were thinking, great, it is going to be cosmetic, maybe spell MTXs, but there's no way someone could just drop a ton of cash and instantly be better than everybody. And there ends up being lots of things you can buy. Upgrading Battle Pass, the extra chest for dungeons, and affect your character's power, and it makes. The post you made came across as disingenuous and disappointing to the people that have been fans of Blizzard for such a long time, and it makes it matter a lot less important if you can't literally buy gear when you basically can buy power anyways. Again, exactly right. Who cares if you can't buy the best sword in the game? You could buy the best gem in the game, which matters a whole lot more, and that gem is going to give you a huge advantage in power. It continues, which is crazy. This is Zizarin having a conversation with the game director, okay? That's totally fair criticism, and I can see how it came across that way. In context, I was responding to the post that claimed you can only upgrade the gear with money once you reach the free quota of the day. It's currently almost $12 just to simply try to upgrade one piece of gear, as the failure rate is 50-50. I think it's pretty clear with the game out, this was not the case. Anyways, I appreciate your highlighting this post, as I can see it appears misleading. We've been pretty forward that legendary crests, legendary gems, well before I made that post, so I hope the holistic perspective you can see I wasn't trying to hide anything. Thanks again, Ziz.
Wyatt, curious why you bother responding to these arguments. King doesn't justify charging $100 for a pack of lives in Candy Crush. Why does Blizzard feel it needs to be apologetic for a game that costs $50 million plus and 6 years to make? It did not take that long. The game was ready a very long time ago, and by the way, it's still not. The only reason it's probably took that long is because they decided to put it on PC, and that's why it was delayed. The game based on NetEase was ready like about 2 years ago, right? And still the port for PC is dog shit. Like apparently there's a lot of problems. The end game for the game is dog shit. Unless there's like more people who are at end game, you can't even fucking play the game. Why do you have to have a party? What happened to Diablo? Any Diablo fucking gameplay where you can play solo, right? When you don't need to play with others. Why do you need a fucking team? Right? Why do people who are called Yang always like shills for fucking Blizzard?
Okay. You're probably thinking, well, that's it.
Oh god.
The conversation is over.
Might be the same.
Yang jumps in. Wyatt, curious why you bother responding to these arguments. King doesn't justify charging $100 for a pack of lives in Candy Crush. Why does Blizzard feel it needs to be apologetic for a game that costs $50+ million and 6 years to make? And immediately gets ratioed, right?
Yep.
And Wyatt responds again. You just say nothing. If you're smart, just bury your head. I mean, I appreciate him, and I respect the fact that he's responding, but
I don't. I mean, he's putting stuff out there, but it's like, bro, honestly, like, you know what this is. Everyone knows what this is. Him trying to defend that what he meant by what his statement was for something else. That gear doesn't include gems, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, don't. Like, everyone knows what this game is, okay? I would say this game is more like, first of all, I'm pretty sure they already made their money back on this game. I'm pretty sure this game is like a fucking experiment by Blizzard, see how much shit they can get away with, because they put in every fucking strategy possible for monetization in this game, and like even more so. It's like they took it to the next level, right? I'm pretty sure they're just testing the water and see what they can get away with.
Thanks for asking. I don't like it if information is misleading. There's a difference between players liking or not liking a game based on its merits.
I'm surprised they removed the real money auction house, but in my opinion, it probably would have. It's probably better that they don't have it, so people can't buy from other people, but they can still buy from Blizzard.
I can accept. Not every game is for everybody. First, liking, not liking a game based on misinformation surrounding it.
Oh god, yep, that's exactly my thought. Yep.
Is claiming that this score is based upon misinformation from content creators, from the public, from...
Look how slow this game feels, man.
The gamers. Talk about being so disconnected. Misinformation surrounding it.
I legit, like, if you can put, like, 2020 to 2022 in one word, I would say misinformation.
Quiet. Blizzard. You, your team. That is the misinformation. You said you...
More like misdirection, but yeah.
This is not going to have predatory microtransactions.
That's Kid Rock trending.
You might not have said you cannot buy power, but you made it very clear because it was asked 100 times. Every interview you ever did. And you made it specifically saying you could not buy gear. You could not go and get the best item in the game. But you left out all those gems. You are...
And there is no best item in the game. There's best gems in the game.
The misinformation. And then this
no best gear.
It because again, he got blown up, and then all of a sudden you just start getting screenshots. Here's someone that paid that didn't.
How's that?
Blown up, and then all this.
I know you know, but to remind you with facts, the difference between whale and $0 Paragon 15 versus 16. Check the stats, sir, and everyone. If this isn't pay to win, then I don't know what is. The Blizzard name now is the same as NetEase and Netmarble. Shit. Life, 10,000 more, so like 30% more. Damage, you can't see. Strength. Wait, he has more strength on the left. 42 less. Vitality. Well, maybe a different class, but I guess like you need to like...
You just start getting screenshots. Yeah. Here's someone that paid that didn't. Doubling even.
Hey, congrats on the promotion you will inevitably get for this game, making so much money, but it really sucks you took one of the greatest titles in gaming history and made it this pay-to-win horseshit. Can't wait for the whales to quit because there aren't any free-to-play players to flex on. Yep.
Even though they're the exact same level, the meat...
Blizzard is the only company that keeps fighting and mostly blaming their own community for something that Blizzard dev did both in-game and in their own circle. Blizzard. Predatory microtransaction, loot box, bad design, bad communication, etc. Boom. Why people hate us? I'm right, you're wrong. There's no microtransaction, I'm not lying to you. Our community is toxic. We did nothing wrong.
Blizzard, predatory microtransactions,
did nothing wrong.
Boxes, bad design, bad communication.
Arthas did nothing wrong.
Why do people hate us? I'm right, you're wrong. There is no microtransactions. I'm not lying to you. Our community is toxic. We did nothing wrong. This is literally a perfect meme. This is literally... perfect. Get out of here.
Misleading the director is the director for a game saying it's not pay to win because you only consider the 12 armor slots to be your gear. Legendary gems, a crucial amount of your character's power, don't count as gear. Those gems are 100% pay to win, and the whole community is telling you. I've played a good deal of free-to-play games, and Diablo Immortal is maybe the most cynical of the bunch. Every inch of it feels like it was crafted to suck money out of people with poor impulse control. Also, you pay money to get better drops, aka gear, so yeah, it is misleading. Misinformation is coming from you in the form of we don't sell gear. I don't know to what extent this predatory trash was your idea, but I'll say this. Anyone who genuinely supports this abuse of people prone to addiction for money is a monster to be blacklisted from the industry. This is not misinformation. You should be ashamed of yourself. You are active in making the hobby we all love worse. Worse for the foreseeable future. You are a negative contributor to the very thing you devoted your career to.
And it just goes on and on.
And the saddest part is beneath the predatory microtransactions and paywalls is actually a solid Diablo game. Actually, no, there is no solid Diablo game in all of this. Man, I need to make that fucking video. Such a shame that most players aren't going to get to experience the game to its fullest. I almost felt bad for you after the whole reveal fiasco a few years ago, but you actually deserve the hate that's coming your way. Stand by your awful pay-to-win game and don't argue technicalities because we're not stupid. You sold out, Mr. Chang.
I've read half of the comments and everyone is like, Blizzard, what in the world are you doing? Why do you continue? These are all comments on that last post that he put in. I don't like it if information is misleading. LMFO. How can you say that? That's the video.
Yep.
Am I still playing Diablo Immortal? Yes. I
Why?
want to see what endgame is like.
Oh, good luck.
It's new. I'm playing it. Have I spent a cent? No. Not $1. And right now I think I'm level 58. I'm almost max level at 60.
Man,
so,
it's like some next level.
Regardless of all this garbage, I'm going to give it my best shot and then give you my honest first impressions review. But I will say the monetization system is disgusting. I mean, it's disgusting. It's play the game for free. Try it out. Maybe you love it. Do not spend money. Do not support that type of project. That's the video. Zizarin, thank you for bringing up this conversation. And Wyatt, thank you for responding. I think you're wrong, but I appreciate your honesty. What does everybody think?
Whoa.
Am I off?
Bro, yeah, I think you're off when you say why it's honesty. Why it's misleading honesty.
Is the community off? Is Blitz?
It's like, let's see, what's a good analogy? Fuck, man. I can't think of one. Man. It's like you go buy a car and the guy tells you, well, the car is free, and then you're like, oh, cool. Let me get the car. But what he didn't tell is that the car is only the car frame. In order to make it to work, you have to pay for the engine, you have to pay for the wheels, you have to pay for like the interior and all that stuff. And they're like, well, but you said the car is free. Well, yeah, but what I actually meant is that the car frame was free. So now you're left with this pile of fucking scrap metal that you need to pay for in order to make it work.
Blizzard, right? Let me know.
Maybe that works as an analogy, but yeah, it's like so bad.
Officially started a Patreon. Thank you to the first 40 members that have signed up.
Congrats.
Become an instant ARPG VIP and get Patreon exclusive content at the first link in the description.
I wonder what, like, I need to sign up, like, I need to like sign up to someone's Patreon to see what,
and we have a lot of new exclusive stuff coming out.
like, what kind of like,
If you haven't had a chance to join the official Action RPG,
VIP stuff they have.
Pushing 1,500 members. Great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is also in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.
It's like for Patreon. You know what I used to like? There was one Patreon, don't remember who it was. But what they did was they would release videos on their Patreon, but in 2 weeks they would release that video to YouTube. So it's like if you want to be first, you can get Patreon, you'll see the video first and all that stuff, but then 2 weeks after everyone else can see it. I don't know if it's like good business move, but in my opinion it was a great way to like make people not miss out on your content at all. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, Diablo Immortal. Wow, fuck, I need to make the video of like why Diablo Immortal is not even a Diablo game, but yeah. Alright, fuck. Next one.